All right. Okay. We are live, which is awesome. We get that set up so you can actually see what's going on. I know that nobody's here yet, but I think we're good. So we'll get started, and as people trickle in, I'll talk a little bit more. Let's see if we can actually even see the string on the camera. Can this? It's pretty not visible. We'll see if a different string shows up a little better. The string, not particularly. I'll be right back. All right, that should be a little easier to see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, well, while we wait for people to file in, I'll just get started. So, I am competing in the World Yo-Yo Contest for the first time this year, and attending for the first time this year too, for that matter. And so I'll be competing in the offstring division. And so today I'm going to be focusing in on my practice session for that. I'll be running through some of my freestyle tricks, as well as going through some of my actual routines. So as people come in, I'll probably repeat myself a lot. But hey, let's get it started. All right. Looks like there's some people in here. Awesome. Wow, we got a lot of people coming in. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. So, not sure if y'all heard, but my name is Daniel, and I'm competing at the World Yo-Yo Contest this year in the offstring division. Thanks so much for tuning in. So today I'll be going through some of my freestyle, some of the tricks that I'm planning to do, and just hanging out and chilling. So thanks everybody for being here. Glad you've been liking the tricks already. So yeah, let's get started. Just a quick note in the chat: are y'all able to hear the music? If not, I can turn it up, or if it's too loud, I can turn it down. But just thoughts on that? Is the volume good? Thank you so much, ACL. I appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and get started. For context, I'm going to be working on my prelim and a little bit into my semifinal. And so, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I might turn the music up just a little bit, or actually, you know what? No, I think it's fine. So yeah, we'll get started. Oops. And again, this is a practice session, so I will definitely be making mistakes throughout, and that's totally fine. It's part of the process. all right. Not a problem. It's a practice session. So close. It's all good. Awesome. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of the prelim. Obviously, there's still some mistakes going on in it, so that's why we're having this practice session to kind of iron some of it out. But yeah, I'm glad y'all are enjoying some of the tricks. Thank you so much. To Millspit Chris, I've been yo-yoing for 15 years, and I started offstring. When did I start offstring? Last year, at the end of the year in December, and so yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. Welcome everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. I wish I could do a flip your local stray cat, but unfortunately I cannot. But if I ever do though, I'll let you know. Can I do the DNA? Definitely not on an offstring. I'm still learning how to do that. So I'm relatively new to offstring, but I hope you enjoy some of the tricks. So again, I'm going to give it another run through of the prelim, and then we'll chat a little bit more and see where we're at. And if anyone's curious, right now I'm using the Yo-yo Unlimited. It's a great off-string yo-yo. Probably not the one I'll be competing with, but I love it for practice, and it's also really good for grinds, so it's a lot of fun for that. But yeah, we're going to give it another go, and we'll tune in here in just a sec. So enjoy. Dang, that was close. Almost had that. So close. Thanks for bearing with me. Definitely still ironing out the mistakes, but hey, that's why we're here. Oops. Go back. Come on. We're gonna save it. We saved it. We're good. We're good. That's all right. Not a problem. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm glad y'all are enjoying the tricks. Yes, the hand-eye coordination is a big one for offstring, that's for sure. Glad y'all are enjoying the tricks. This is a lot of the stuff that I did at the National Yo-yo Contest last month. So I'm trying to iron out some of those mistakes, as you notice, still working through some stuff. But yeah, so thank you so much, Aziz and Juju Baby and all of those that have been mentioned in here. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm going to give it another run through. I'm going to use the yo-yo I actually plan on competing with. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more consistent on it. So it's the Japan Technology Seal, currently my favorite off-string yo-yo at the moment, and really good for competition. So I'm going to give the prelim one more try, and then I'm going to practice some of my tricks for the semifinal as well. So I'll give it one more go, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break because this is a little more tiring than I thought it'd be. And I would be using my actual freestyle music, but it's copyrighted, so we're gonna go for the chill vibes instead. Oops. So save that. Try that one more time. A little off kilter on that one. Bring it back. That's all right. You might notice that I'm dropping the yo-yo a lot. That is because it is indeed not attached to the string. And so with that comes an added level of risk and a lot of opportunities for swap outs. But that's all right. That's part of the name of the game for offstring. All right. There we go. Awesome. Not bad. Not bad. All right. I'm going to take a breather for a second. Can I show you my favorite yo-yo? I can. So this is my current favorite offstring yo-yo right now. It's the Japan Technology Seal. It's super wide. It's got a great weight to it. I really like it a lot. Really powerful. Teresa, am I vegan? No, I'm not, but I wouldn't be opposed to vegan meals every now and again. They are pretty good. I don't really have a favorite crime, but I appreciate you asking. But yeah. All right, so those were some of the tricks I have been working on for my preliminary routine. I did a similar routine back at the National Yo-Yo Contest last month, and the first half did not go so hot. Had a couple of swap outs, and I, kind of was a bit of a blow to the ego. So I'm trying to practice more to be ready for the World Yo-Yo Contest, which is in exactly 2 weeks, so that I can hopefully make it past round 1. So wish me luck. Those were some of the tricks for my prelim, and I'm going to also practice a bit of the stuff that I'm going to be doing for the semifinal if I make it that far, which will include some leg tricks, which are a big deal for offstring. As you might notice, you can, because it's not connected to the string, you can move it all over around your body, hop it over your body, around different parts of your body, and so it actually makes for a very unique flowy style. And so I'm going to practice a little bit of some of those leg tricks, just because those ones can be very easy to mess up, but are also very high scoring in competition. So I'm going to practice some of those here for a second. And just for fun, I actually figured this throw out yesterday, but you can actually throw the yo-yo from immediately under your leg. It's a little hard to balance, but it's kind of fun that you can do that. But for consistency's sake, I'll stick to my tried and true method for now. All right. Not bad, not bad. Oops, forgot where I was going with that one. So close. Thank you, Teresa. I wish I was a little healthier than I was, but I appreciate the kind words. So out of curiosity, for the people that are in the chat, how many of you actually play yo-yo on a regular basis? Totally fine if you do or don't. Just curious where, if this is your first time seeing offstring yo-yoing, or, if you found me from my channel, just curious how you got here. I love that band. It's so fun. Drink more caffeine. Honestly, that might not be a bad idea. I usually don't drink much caffeine, but I've noticed I've been pretty fatigued lately, so the extra energy might not be a bad idea, honestly. And with how energetic offstring is, I could definitely use extra energy. That's for sure. Let's see here. Nope. That's alright. Been trying to work on my arm combo on the other arm. It's a little bit more awkward just because it's harder to aim. First time you just watched live, scrolled through, and there you were. Well, appreciate you for sticking around. That's one of the nice things about lives in the shorts scrolling, is that it can get launched out to more people, and I just thought, hey, it might be fun to give this a try. And so, especially with the World Yo-Yo Contest coming up, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to hold myself accountable and actually practice. So here we are. And thank you all for joining in. I really appreciate it. And especially if you are new here, I do post mainly shorts for different tricks, usually choreographed to music in one way or another. But I am starting to branch out a little bit into long form content too. So I've got some ideas coming after Worlds, and so if you are interested in that, do consider taking a look at my channel, and I hope that you enjoy what you see. Can you show us your favorite yo-yo? So this is my favorite offstring yo-yo, but let me show you my favorite yo-yo overall. 1 second. I've got my case right here. I actually have a whole case of yo-yos right here. I actually made this yo-yo case together with my dad, who does woodworking. But I actually have a bunch of yo-yos here. And this one over in the corner, right here. This one is probably my all-time favorite. It's called the Spy Dynamo. Not sure if you can see with the glare from the light. But it has super cool artwork in it. You can see here, it's got kind of like a fox and a hare theme going on, where like the fox being the predator and the hare being the prey. And I just love the artwork, love the orange on it. I'm a sucker for orange. And so yeah, that's definitely my favorite yo-yo overall. No, thank you, I appreciate it. I loved making this with my dad. It's made from a couple different styles of wood, and we did it all ourselves. So it's a ton of fun, and it's always a fun conversation piece when I talk to people. Yo, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. When you were a kid, you used to play with yo-yos all the time and try unsuccessfully to do tricks. You're definitely not the only one. When I was little, I did the same thing. And honestly, it takes some time to figure it out. But I started back in junior high school. And I picked it up with some of my buddies, and we just had a blast doing it. And I ended up actually getting a DVD of yo-yo tutorials from Omega, and I just took off from there. I loved learning new tricks. It was so much fun, especially in junior high. It helped me find like a little bit more of myself a little bit. So it was a lot of fun. Why won't you use it for the finals? So my guess of what you mean by that is, why am I not planning for finals? And I'm not planning for finals because Worlds is really stacked. There's a lot of extremely good yo-yo players that'll be there, and this is my first time going to Worlds. It'll be extremely unlikely for me to make it past semifinals, but hey, it's my first time, and I'm super excited to be there. How long have I been playing Foray? I've been playing Foray since last December, so it's July, so probably, how many months is that? Around 7 months. But I've been yo-yoing for 15 years. So Foray is a lot newer for me. Foray is just another term for offstring, which is the style of yo-yoing. I'm newer to it, but I'm not new to yo-yoing, and so it's been a fun change for me because I normally do a different style called 1A. That's very different from this. But there's a lot of people that play 1A, and it's fun to try something new that less people do, you know. But if y'all are interested, I can show some 1A here in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to be mainly practicing for Worlds since I'm not competing in 1A at Worlds. Ah, so close. All right, let's give that one more try. Ah, man. See, one thing I noticed, and I think part of the reason why I had a hard time with it is just because at nationals, you know, the spotlight was really bright, so it was kind of hard to see the string, I came to realize. And so I'm trying to practice with a spotlight kind of on me so that I can, you know, so I can kind of simulate the environment, you know. And so it does actually make it a little harder to see the string, so I might miss the string a little bit more than I normally do. Joe, you started 4A a few months ago from 1A. Rock on, that's awesome, man. What 4A yo-yos what 4A yo-yo do you use right now? Faze Nagal, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope I win too, but I have a strong feeling I'm not going to. But that is okay. We're there. We're there for the vibes. We're there for the fun, and I'm hoping to make a pest prelims. So we'll try our best. All right. I'm gonna give the prelim another run through, and then we'll try the semifinal after that. All right. Let's do this. All right. Come on. That was so clean too. It's okay. We'll keep going. Because you only get one shot. Okay, not bad, not bad. Could have gone worse, but hey, you know, that honestly wasn't too bad. Are you gonna go live at the competition? Honestly, probably not, but I'll think about it. You know, this is my first time going live, and you know, if it ends up going well, maybe I will. But they do have a live stream for Worlds just in general, which you'll be able to look at on the Yo-Yo Contest Central YouTube page. So if you are interested in watching the whole event, that's where you'll be able to see the official live stream, which will have a significantly better camera than mine. But if you are interested in that kind of content, I can definitely consider it. But I will probably be filming stuff while I'm there for sure, just probably more pre-recorded stuff than necessarily like live. Whew, man. If there's anything I've learned from starting offstring is that it's a lot more tiring than 1A, that's for sure. And you're moving so much more. Okay. All right. Let's try the semifinal. Let's try the semifinal. So the semifinal is 30 seconds longer than the prelim, and so my plan is to just kind of extend the prelim a little bit. But I'll probably do that and reorder the tricks a little bit. But the idea I have is that I'll be going with a similar structure to my freestyle, but also incorporating some of those leg tricks I was practicing earlier. So I'm gonna kind of workshop it a little bit. I know it's kind of late to be preparing a freestyle, but hey, we still have 2 weeks. So I think the plan that I'm going to be going for is I'm going to still do the same beginning with that arm combo followed by the chopsticks, and then into the boing and ring combo. But instead of going straight into the behind the back, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a leg combo and then finish with something with behind the back. So I'm going to workshop it a little bit, but that's kind of that's what's going on in my head. So we'll see if it actually translates out as well as I think it will. Oh boy, not sure what happened there. That's okay. Well, it's fine. Oh man, that was close. Okay, not bad, not bad. That's so close. See that what just happened right there? That is exactly how my nationals prelim ended, was on missing that last orbit. Can you do the river walk after this? You know, honestly, that's actually a really good idea, because I live right next to a river walk. So what I might do, I'm not sure if I have time to do it tonight, and especially because it's pretty dark. I probably won't do it tonight, but that is a really good idea actually. So yeah, I will consider doing a live at the Riverwalk actually, because that's a really good idea. Thanks for that, I appreciate it. Main reason why I won't right now though is just because the other day I tried filming there around this time of day, and you can barely see what's going on in the video. And so I'd rather be able to actually show you guys what's going on. But thanks for the suggestion, appreciate it. Also, Smoke, were you the one that mentioned that you had started 4A recently? No, that was Joe. Okay. You're still in there, Joe. I'm really curious about what offstring yo-yos you're using, because I tend to use Japan technology for most of my yo-yos, but I know a lot of people like iYo-yo and a lot of people like C3. I'm just curious which yo-yos you're using. Also, out of curiosity, you know, of the tricks that I've been doing, which ones have been your favorite? Are there ones that you think that I should swap out, or ones that you're like, oh yeah, those are definitely like, you should keep those in? If there's anything like that, just let me know. I'm definitely open to feedback. That's one reason why we're doing this. Oops. There we go. All right, let's lock it in. With me. There we go. Almost forgot my trick for a second there. That's it. Keep it going. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. Because it is hot. Excuse me. So, out of curiosity, anyone on there want to see a specific trick or have questions about yo-yoing in general? I've been in the community for quite a while, so hopefully I can answer some of your questions if you have any. If not, I'm happy to also keep practicing because I definitely need it. And again, I would be using my actual music, but it is copyrighted, unfortunately, so copyright-free music it is for now. It wants to stay today, doesn't it? There we go. Ah, crap. Nope. That's all right. It's fine. Okay. Goodness. Making a lot of mistakes right now for some reason. There we go. That's a fun one. I probably should throw that in there somewhere. It was a little sloppy, but you know, we take those. It's fine. I really want to throw this trick in there, but I'm not confident that I'm going to actually land it. Like, it's a sick trick, but it's so inconsistent for me for some reason. Come back. I think this is a sign that I should take a break for a second. So, I think I'm going to play some 1A for a minute. Just because it's a little bit less intense. And we'll get back to freestyle practice in a few minutes. So, grab out a 1A yo-yo here real quick. And we will go from there. We'll grab out the summit. For any of y'all that are familiar with old school yo-yos, this is the Caribou Lodge and One Drop collaboration summit. It came out like 11 years ago, and I actually got it at my first yo-yo contest, and I've loved this yo-yo. It's a really fun one. It was super good for its time too, and holds up pretty well. But this is the 1A style that we were talking about earlier. So the idea here is that the yo-yo is connected to the string, but if I can get that untangled, it's connected to the string. But as you might have seen from TikToks or from YouTube Shorts or Instagram, it doesn't come back unless you perform a bind. That's the whole idea of it being unresponsive. But the cool thing about it being unresponsive is you can do cool tricks like these, and it won't just randomly come back to your hand, which is really nice because I don't want to have bruises on my hand from it coming back all the time. But if you were here earlier, this is the style that I've been doing for 15 years. But I will say, admittedly, my tricks are very much old school comparatively to what people do now. But it's still fun. I still really enjoy it, and I try and throw in some newer stuff here every now and then, like some body tricks like these. interspersed with some of my regular tricks. One thing that's like all the rage right now in the yo-yo community is neck tricks. I'm not very good at them, but I try and do a little bit when I can. But people will do crazy whips and lacerations around their neck, like it's wild. Like they'll do stuff like this. Oops, not that. They'll do stuff like this, but it'll be around their neck. It's wild. I have no idea how they do it, but the yo-yo community never ceases to amaze me with how they come up with the craziest tricks ever. But I enjoy more of like a slow to medium paced style that's more flowy, and so my tricks may not look like the meta right now, but they're a lot of fun. This yo-yo is responding a lot more than I would expect. Not sure what's going on there, but keeps getting snagged for some reason. Maybe I'm used to yo-yos that are less responsive. Or, yeah, less responsive. Ah, so close. Trying to get a DNA in there for the guy who asked earlier, but the DNA deities are not working with me right now, unfortunately. But that's okay. Hope everybody is having a great evening so far. It is indeed a Wednesday, and I don't know, it's been a pretty good day for me at least. Just got back from work a few hours ago and made some soup, which was fun. It's kind of weird being like an adult that works a full-time job but still plays with yo-yos, but hey, you know what? It's fun, keeps me grounded. I enjoy it, gives me an opportunity to be creative and meet super cool people, so I mean, hey, I'm all for it. And everybody has their hobbies. People will spend money on whatever, you know, matters to them, and so I enjoy yo-yos, and so I spend money on those and my time, and I really enjoy it. Oh boy. Got some snags going on here. Trying to figure out, I think my chat froze for a sec. Oh yeah, it did, okay. Yeah, I was like, my chat was not moving for some reason, so I've been missing a lot of these for a while. I'm so sorry about that. Yo, thank you so much everybody for the kind words. I am so sorry that I missed some of these. It just wasn't moving for some reason. Also, hey Des, thanks for hopping on here, man. Like, it's so good to see you. If you haven't checked out Des yo-yos, like, bro, you should. His tricks are wild, and he is currently the reigning champ in the national sport division, which is no small feat. So definitely check him out. He's awesome. Thanks for hopping on here, Des. I really appreciate it. I'm just taking a little bit of a break from Fourier because I'm kind of tired, but I'll be hopping back into it here in a minute. Yo, thanks, Mason. I really appreciate it. I am having a good day. I hope you are too. Today's been one of the better days I've been having lately. I've been kind of, I don't know. Mentally, it's been kind of a slog lately. So it's been nice to have things kind of a little bit more on the upward lately. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Nah, I almost had that. How many things are there? Like 1A? Is there 2A, 3A? There are 1A. So of the main styles, there's 5. There's 1A all the way up to 5A. And so this style that I'm doing right now with the yo-yo attached to the string and it being unresponsive, this is 1A. The offstring style I was doing earlier, that is 4A. 2A and 3A are both two-handed divisions. One uses unresponsive yo-yos like this, and one will use responsive yo-yos like you might have grown up playing with. But they're a little bit more high-tech now, but they do still come back with a tug. And then the last division is that, at least in the competitive style, is 5A. Let me see if I have a 5A set up right now. I think I do. Yeah, I do. So 5A is when there's a counterweight attached to the end of the string instead of it being attached to your finger. And so I'm admittedly very novice at 5A, but the idea is that you can let go and swing both the yo-yo and the counterweight together, and come up with some wild tricks that way. I wish I had better examples of 5A tricks, and not just getting in knots like I am right now. But hey, that's kind of the gist of it. People are way better at it than I am. But hey, it's fun, and I mess around with it every now and then. But yeah, those are the 5 main competitive styles. They're all super fun. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. So yeah, there's a bunch of different styles. There's also some sub-styles that are kind of niche. Like there's a sub-style of 5A that uses 2 counterweights on the same string. And so like one will like slide up and down the string while the other one's stationary. That one's pretty wild. And then, there's a sub-style of 1A called Mobius, where like the slip knot opens, and it's mind-boggling. And then there's a sub-style of 4A of offstring, where you use 2 yo-yos at the same time. I'm still learning it. If I was better at it, I would demo it. But it's really fun, and they kind of roll over each other as you do tricks. It's super satisfying to watch, actually. So I'd recommend looking into it. It's called Soloham. I actually do have a video I'm working on at the moment for Soloham, so stay tuned. But yeah, that's kind of like a crash course in all the main styles of yo-yoing. Again, this is off string, where the yo-yo is not attached to the string, so you can launch it into the air, which leads to a lot of room for creativity. That's one reason why I gravitate to it so much, is just because it's so different from the other styles. You can really do some wild stuff, like going around your whole body, literally, and it's just, I don't know, it's super fun. And the physics of it somehow still being able to come up the string, I don't know, it's wild. Like 13-year-old me like would be mind blown at the kind of stuff that you can do now with yo-yos. Even back when I first started, like, I don't know how many of you were into competitive yo-yoing, but like the stuff they were doing back, 10, 15 years ago is just insane. And compare it to now, it's like, I don't know, it just keeps evolving. It's so cool. How many yo-yos do I have? That's a great question. I don't know. I haven't counted recently, but for offstring, let's see, got like 10 or 12 offstring yo-yos, I think 10. And then got around 16 in the case. I would put an estimate around like 25 to 30 if I was to guess. I do have a couple of yo-yos I'm thinking of selling or giving away to, but I think I've got around 30-ish. What about you, Des? I'm really curious, actually, because you've been doing some giveaways because you said you had a few too many yo-yos. I'm curious how many you've got in your collection right now, actually. That's so satisfying to do that. Oh, man. Keeps going through like that little gap between the strings. So like, if I can like show you where, like, So there's this string formation, right? It keeps going in between those two strings and hitting the ground. And it's super wide. And I'm like, why do I keep missing that one string? It's like a massive yo-yo. But it's all good. It's all good. That's why we're practicing. That was close. I had it for a second there. Had it for a second there. I'm curious. So Des, I'm curious on your opinion for that, because that like I'm trying to come up with like kind of a banger ending, you know. And I was debating having that, what I just did, be the ender. So like, you know, like right at the end of the song, like on that, you know, on the final drop, you know. So this is what I was thinking of doing as my ender, and I'm curious what your thoughts are on it if you're still on. So close. But like it would bind going up at right on that final beat. That's the idea. So like on that final beat, you know, like you got the double whip, something like that, you know. I wish I could actually just like play my music, but it's definitely copyrighted, so I don't think that I would. I don't think it's in the best interest to use copyrighted music on here if I can avoid it. Excuse me. You have like 40 yo-yos, but you're giving a few away. That's fair. That's fair. How are your giveaways going, by the way? You know, like I saw that you did the one for the emotion recently. How's the one on Yo-Yo Expert going? Yo, thanks, Alan. I appreciate it. Awesome. No, I thank you for the feedback on that. Do you think there's like a way that I could like, you know, from like an eval's point of view, do you think there's a way that I could like make it bigger, you know? I'm trying to think, you know, if I can like have some sort of choreography for the ending where it's just like, you know, kind of like an epic finish, you know? Not all the way to like Justin Dowers, you know, like use the force thing, which was like epic. But like I don't think I could pull it off as well as he did. So I'm like trying to find something that's more me, you know? And so I think the idea was like something like that, you know? I think that's kind of what I'll go for, honestly. Because like I feel like that's doable. It's something that I can handle, and I mean I feel like it's kind of cool. A little too high on that one. Okay. Let's see here. Pretty good. I just shipped out the expert giveaway prize. I'll be doing more soon. Nice. Awesome. Well, I hope that they've been going well. I've honestly thought about doing similar stuff as well too, but I'm just trying to figure out, you know, kind of the direction that I want to go with my channel, right? Because like for sure I want to keep doing like the trick videos I've been doing in my shorts. But like recently I had my first short go over 10,000 views, which was nuts, you know, like, so if any of y'all watched it, I appreciate it. If not, you should go check it out. But it's the most it's ever gone. And so it's like, I'm trying to figure out, you know, in my own authentic way, how I can, you know, continue to grow the channel. So I've got some ideas for long form content for things like, you know, my journey into yo-yoing and how it's made a difference for me as I've grown. I've got ideas on, you know, what I'm doing for solo ham and things like that. my journey to learning solo hams. But if y'all have any ideas of like things you'd like to see, by all means, let me know. Yes, I am competing at Worlds, so that's actually the main reason why I'm doing this live right now, is to be practicing my freestyle. So actually, you know what? It's been a bit since I've done the full prelim, so I'm gonna do, you know what? No, I'm gonna actually do the semifinal. So I'll go for the semifinal. Again, it's gonna have the copyright-free music in the background, but this is the idea of the semifinal. So give me 1 second just to close my blinds because it's getting a little dark. All right. Okay, so this is the semifinal. Welcoming to the stage, Daniel Garrett from the U.S. in the 4A division semifinal. Let's go, cheering, hooray. Let's do this. No, it's all right. It's okay. Keep going. Because we have to be able to do that at Worlds too. Oh my. And another thing you have to be able to do at Worlds is either untie your yo-yo or have a backup. Ah, so close. That's the idea. That's the idea. You know, I know I made more mistakes, and I probably, you know, it probably went longer than the semifinal actually would go. But since I don't actually have the music, I'm kind of going by feel of right now. But that's the idea for the semifinal. I don't love the flow right now between that behind the back to the ender I was gonna go for. So I'm debating. I'm trying to figure out whether I just like reorder my tricks so that it makes more sense, or if I choose a different ender. So that's kind of what I'm trying to workshop right now for semifinals, just because semifinals is only 30 seconds longer than prelims, and so that's not a ton of extra time to throw in tricks, you know. So trying to figure out exactly which tricks make the most sense to throw in, you know. The trick I keep messing up is that. Right? I think the reason I keep messing it up is because I keep rolling my hands backwards, like instead of going forward and it's hard to see with the black background, but like instead of going this way, I was trying to go the other way, and I think that was messing me up a little bit. So I think what I should do is instead what's going on there? Something about this doesn't make sense to go this amount doesn't really work that way. I don't know. I need to workshop that a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yo, thank you so much, Des. I really appreciate it. We'll see you at Worlds, man. Good luck with your practice. And thanks for hopping on. that style of regen tricks is also super fun to do and really cool. The challenge is I'm very not consistent with it, so I'm not sure if I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit on the world stage on that one. But I think I will be willing to do that next year at Nationals. So for the time being, still trying to work through the timing and the movement for it, just because it's a little bit trickier than I expected. Okay, I think I'm going to run through my prelim another time or two, and then I'm going to call it because I'm getting pretty tired. I'll give my prelim another run through or two, but thanks everybody who has been here so far. Not quite done, but I'm going to be done here soon. So if you are interested in this kind of content, do take a look at some of the other shorts and videos on my page. If you like them, consider subscribing. I try and post shorts a couple times a week, especially with it being the summer. It might be a little bit more sporadic, but that's the idea. So I'm going to run through my prelim one or two more times, and then I think I'm going to call it for there. So again, thank you all for coming, and here's my prelim a couple more times. All right. Save that. We're gonna try that one more time. We're just gonna roll that back, try again. Okay, we got this. Okay. On second thought, give me just a second to calm down. Right now I'm making a lot more mistakes, I think, because I'm trying to rush myself. So give me just a second. Gonna grab a little drink of water, and we'll give this another try in a second. It's all good. We're just practicing. We got this. World Yo-Yo Contest is in 2 weeks. Got plenty of time. And let's lock and load. We got this. All right. There we go. That's what I've been trying to land this whole time. Very nice. That's better. See, aren't we glad we take a break every now and then? So close. I tried to go for the epic ending and I missed. But hey, all things considered, that went way better than some of the other ones have been going. So you know what? We take those. And I somehow ended up with a knot at the very, very end of my string. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. It's an extraordinarily inconvenient spot, but we're good. Okay, we're good. All right, I'm gonna give it one more attempt. Hello from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Yo, thank you for hopping in here, Timothy. I'm here in Texas, so not too far from Minnesota. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. right now I'm gonna run through my prelim for the World Yo-Yo Contest one more time. Then maybe a couple of fun tricks, and we'll call it there. Yo, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, we're gonna treat this like it's the real deal. So, generally at the World Yo-Yo Contest, you'll have an MC that will announce you, and so what they'll do is they'll say your name and where you're from, and then what division you're in. So, welcoming to the stage for the offstring preliminary round, we have Daniel Garrett from the United States, etc. And let's do this. That's okay. That's all right. That's why we have backup yo-yos. It's all good. That's okay. That's all good. It's all good. This is why we're practicing. This is why we're practicing. Okay, we're gonna try that one more time. We're gonna try that one more time. We got this. Your oldest son just bought a house in Texas? No way. That's awesome, man. Congrats to him. It is a wild market to be buying a house right now, but congrats. That is no easy feat. We bought a house here like a year and a half ago, and it was crazy then too, but I don't even want to know what it's like anymore. Okay, all right, we got this. We're gonna give this one more try, and then do a couple fun tricks, and then we'll call it a night. But we'll give that one more try. So, welcome you to the stage for the offstring preliminary round from the United States, Daniel Garrett. That was one heck of a snag. Why is it snagging? Not sure why it's snagging right now. One moment. There we go. We'll give it one more try. This is why we're practicing, y'all. This is why we're practicing. Okay, we got it. From the United States, Daniel Garrett. Surprised to save that. That went surprisingly well. No, that's okay. That's close enough. That's close enough to the prelim. We'll keep workshopping it. This will not likely be the last time that I do one of these lives in preparation for Worlds. So if you are enjoying the content, please do consider giving a like and a sub. Appreciate it a lot. Before I wrap up, just wanted to do a couple fun tricks. I've been messing around with. So, one reason why I brought out this yo-yo in particular, this is the Yo-Yo Unlimited. It's a little hard to see with the light on it. One reason I brought it out is because it's great for tricks called grinds. And what a grind is, in yo-yoing, is when the yo-yo is spinning on your finger like this. And then you can continue your tricks. This yo-yo is exceptional for grinds. It's really fun for it. It may not necessarily be the yo-yo I always use for competition, but a lot of people do. but I like it for really fun, flashy tricks that use a grind. And so I wanted to show off a couple of fun ones I've been working on that if I ever actually made it to finals at Worlds, I might use. But one that I really like goes under both of my legs, and you get a lasso in there. That's probably my favorite grind trick that I have. So I'll do it one more time just in case you missed it. But the idea is you grind it under your first, your second, and then you whip catch it. It's super fun. I enjoy it a lot. Another fun grind, is the palm grind, which is what I just did. This one keeps snagging today for some reason. Not sure why. But another fun grind is when you spin it in the palm of your hand. It does like to kind of spin around a little bit when you do that, but it's a lot of fun. Another fun one is to do a whip while it's grinding. There's lots of fun tricks you can do while you grind. And so that's one reason why I really like this yo-yo. Again, it's called the Yo-yo Unlimited. Not sponsored, but I enjoy it a lot, and I have friends that are, and it's a great yo-yo. I usually use Japan Technology yo-yos, so the one that I was using before, also not sponsored, but the Japan Technology seal, it's my competition yo-yo of choice. I love it. But yeah, it's super fun. I also really enjoy the Jet Set, which is a collaboration between a couple of companies. But in any case, I think I am going to probably wrap it up there. So thank you all so much for joining. Again, if you enjoyed the content, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I hope that y'all had some fun hanging out with me tonight. So I'll probably be doing some more of these lives as Worlds gets closer. So stay tuned. And yeah, with that, thank y'all so much for joining in, and have a great night.